It's a big arm bandit coming at you strong, okay? I'm gonna teach you guys and show you guys the importance of tracking your progress and how to track your progress using tape measures, where you should measure, how good my arms look, and all the rest. So without further ado, let's chop it up. You can measure everything else, but for the majority of all the things that you need to measure, males, you need chest, arms, waist, calves, thighs. Females, you need arms, glutes, waist, calves, thighs. They're gonna give you the best indicators of your success. The two things that you need to worry about is your waist in conjunction with all of those measurements. If our waist goes down and our arms increase, our chest increases, our calves increase, and our thighs increase, that's by and large a really, really good thing. However, and I'm just going to point to the females here, but there's no reflection of female experience. But let's say if you're a female and your waist increases and your glutes increase, arms increase, calves increase, thighs increase, that means you've just gotten fat. If you're a guy and you lose weight off lose your waist and the rest increases, it means you're getting jacked. And the same goes in reverse. If you're a female and your waist is shrunk and then the rest of your measurements increase, you're getting jacked. And if you're a guy and your waist increases and the rest of the stuff decreases or stays the same or increases, you're getting fat. Plain and simple. A lot of people pretend like it's muscle mass. It's not. Okay? Unless you're on steroids and enough steroids, you're not going to see any of these crazy things happen. Now, for the first 3 months, I've seen a lot of clients lose waist gain measurements, and then that tapers off. Then the measurements will come down. That's just simply because your body's not used to all the stimulus of training, and so therefore you're going to get this hyper response to what it is that you're doing, the weight training, etc. And look, there's going to be some exceptions where some people continue to stack on weight and lose weight off their waist. Beyond 3 months though, I just don't see that really happening in my studio. It can happen in other studios, but that's just for me as someone that likes to track and measure everything. I just don't see it happening. If you are losing weight on your waist and getting bigger everywhere else, good sign. If you are gaining on your waist and gaining everywhere else, bad sign. Unless you're bulking, the idea is you want to keep the waist exactly the same, identical, and everything else increase. Maybe you gain a centimeter a month or a centimeter every 6 weeks on the waist. Good shit. If you just put on a load of fat really fast and your waist blows up, bad sign. Okay, we do not want this. These are the key things that you should look to measure when you're measuring your body. With your arms, you want to look at the belly of the muscle. So wherever my arm is biggest, we want to measure that. Now typically, it's going to be somewhere around here. Now I choose non-flexed. That's just my preference, okay? But you can see the sweep in the tricep where it dips down. That's where you'll measure because that's where it's sort of biggest, okay? And then peak of the bicep, boom. It's gonna measure up quite nicely there. If you're looking to measure your waist, a lot of people where they go wrong, incoming here, where you wanna measure is the narrowest part of your waist, okay? So that is where you wanna measure. Now some people go belly button, but some people's belly buttons line up here. So what you wanna do is measure the narrowest part of your waist, okay? I know I'm not the leanest at the moment, bit floof. But that is what it is. I'm cutting right now, so trying to get that little scenario a bit tidier. That is where I would go. Same thing for the legs. You'd go for the mid-thigh. Wherever it's sort of biggest, it's always going to stay the biggest. Or if it's the smallest, it's always going to stay the smallest part of your body. You're not going to all of a sudden have your arms be like this round and then you lose weight and it creates a divot, like out of nowhere. It's always going to be the biggest in the roundest part of your body, so you measure the biggest and roundest part, or the smallest, you measure the smallest part. So for your waist, you want to measure the smallest part. I wouldn't measure your hips. That sort of stuff. Same thing with your glutes, gals. I'd measure the circumference of the booty and go for the biggest part where your bum juts out the most versus the smallest part or anything else like that, okay? Because the biggest part's always gonna be the biggest and the smallest will always stay the smallest, so you best measure those. Team, if you like that video, be sure to click here for your next video or here for something that you may like. All that sort of stuff, and make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell to make sure you get all our videos. We make at least one video daily on a different topic. See you on the next one. Hope this video helps, and if it didn't really, fuck off.